Hello and welcome to our channel. In this video we are counting down on 10 best Yakuza movies of all time not to be missed by anyone. Those who love Yakuza movies must give it a try and leave a comment below how many films you have already seen from this list or intent to see. Now let's get started. 10 Graveyard of Honor, 2002. Directed by Takashi Miike. Ishimatsu is nothing more than an anonymous dishwasher when he saves the life of a Yakuza godfather. As thanks for his act of bravery, Ishimatsu is welcomed into the Sawada family as a high-ranking soldier, even though he has no real experience within the mob. As Ishimatsu moves forward within the organization, it becomes clear that he is a wild-card player, prone to unexpected outbursts of violence that are unwarranted even in the world of Japanese gangsters. 9 Yakuza and the Family, 2021, available on Netflix. Directed by Michihito Fuji. A story of Yakuza family from 1999 to 2019. Kenji Yamamoto's Go Ayano father died from using a stimulant drug. His life fell into desperation. Kenji Yamamoto then joined a crime syndicate. He meets the gang's boss Hiroshi Shibasaki. Hiroshi Shibasaki reaches out to Kenji Yamamoto and they developed a relationship like father and son. As time passes, Kenji Yamamoto has his own family. 8 Brother 2000. Directed by Takeshi Kitano, a Yakuza forced out of the country when a gang war all but wipes out his clan. He journeys to the strange and foreign land of Los Angeles to join his half-brother Ken, who works as a low-rent street. With brutal efficiency, the poker-faced Yamamoto starts staking out turf and organizing Ken's mob into one of the most powerful criminal syndicates in the city. 7 The Yakuza, 1974. Directed by Sidney Pollack. When George Tanner, Brian Keith, does business with the high-ranking Yakuza, kidnaps his daughter, and George summons his old friend to Japan to investigate. Harry starts by visiting his old flame, Eiko Kishi Keiko, and enlists her brother to help him search. Together, they find the girl, subsequently marked for death by the Yakuza. Kilmer tries to exonerate Ken. 6 Battles Without Honor and Humanity. Police Tactics, 1974. Directed by Kinji Fukasaku. Police Tactics continue to deal with the feud between Yamamori and Uchimoto, which has escalated to one between the Akashi family and the Shinwa Group, the 2 largest crime syndicates of West Japan, who move their feud into Hiroshima and Kure. As violence escalates, however, the Yakuza has to face the wrath of society, which, having experienced unprecedented financial prosperity, will no longer tolerate the ways of the unlawful. 5 Youth of the Beast, 1963. Directed by Seijun Suzuki. The plot is fairly typical for the genre. Chipmunk-cheeked Joe Shishido stars as ex-cop Joe Mizuno, who muscles his way into the shadowy world of the Yakuza. He gets hired by the clan that killed his former partner while double-dealing with the clan's rival. Yet the plot contains some particularly Suzuki-like details. Why is Joe's partner more interested in guns than in women? The film is a dizzying visual feast whose tone Seijun Suzuki would amplify to the most absurd heights in his later films. For a Colt is My Passport, 1967. Directed by Takashi Nomura. The great Joe Shishido stars in one of his most iconic roles in this prime cut of Nikatsu Yakuza noir. A brooding assassin gets caught between rival gangs after being double-crossed after completing a hit. With serpentine camera work and shootouts that become pure cinema, A Colt is My Passport incorporates elements from both Hollywood and the Nouvelle Vague. Shot in high-contrast black and white, it boasts superb spaghetti western-inspired soundtrack that rivals Morricone. 3 Hiroshima Death Match, 1973. Directed by Kinji Fukasaku. Repeatedly beat to a pulp by gamblers, cops, and gangsters, lone wolf Shoji Yamanaka finally finds a home as a Muraoka family hitman and falls in love with boss Muraoka's niece. Meanwhile, the ambitions of Mad Dog Katsutoshi Otomo draws our series hero, Shozo, and the other Yakuza into a new round of bloodshed. 2 Big-Time Gambling Boss, 1968. Directed by Kosaku Yamashita, the Oyabun, Yakuza capo, of the clan controlling gambling in the Tokyo district dies suddenly and his followers have to decide who will take his place. The mafiosos choose the honest and loyal Nakai, but he refuses the offer, alleging that he's not a direct disciple of the dead Oyabun, and suggesting that they choose the next person in the line of succession, Matsuda, who's currently doing time in prison. One Pale Flower 1964. Directed by Masahiro Shinoda. Japanese gangster Muraki Ryo Aikib is released from jail after a few years and finds both organized crime and the real world have moved on without him. Taking up with his old Yakuza crew, he spends his time in gambling dens where he meets rich thrill-seeker Seiko, Mariko Kaga. She's desperate to have a wild and seedy time in the underworld, which interests Muraki at first. However, he realizes that Seiko's destructive, hedonistic urges will likely mean the end for both of them. So that was the list, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching Best Yakuza Movies Countdown. For more updates, make sure you subscribe to our channel. The handle is right in front of you.